The FTC once again loses in the Ninth District Court of Appeals against Microsoft in their case to merge with Activision Blizzard, and that means the deal could close soon, but there is a delay, and we'll talk about that in today's article reading. And today's article is brought to you by The Verge. Let's have a read. Court denies FTC's last-ditch attempt to stop Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. A second loss for the FTC this week. Of course, they have lost again. And it is written by Tom Warren, who is also on Twitter. Let's have a read. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, has lost what may be its final attempt to block Microsoft from buying Activision Blizzard. It's the second loss for the FTC after the U.S. federal judge, that's Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley, denied its request for a preliminary injunction earlier this week to block Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard until the conclusion of a separate FTC administrative case. The FTC appealed the decision by Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley, and now the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has denied its request for emergency relief to prevent Microsoft from closing the deal until the result of the FTC's appeal is complete. And as we can see here in the thing here, this is what it says. The motion for injunctive relief, docket entry number 21, is denied. The Federal Trade Commission, Warren Comic Incorporated, you see that. Defining the standard, the Federal Trade Commission may attain a preliminary injunction. And this is based on the U.S. Court of Appeals in the Ninth District. Microsoft welcomed the denial late on Friday, and they say, quote, "We appreciate the Ninth Circuit's swift response denying the FTC's motion to further delay the deal. This brings up another step closer to finish line in this marathon of global regulatory reviews," says Brad Smith, Vice Chair and President of Microsoft, in a statement to The Verge. This means Microsoft is now free to close its Activision Blizzard deal after a temporary restraining order, part of Judge Corley's order, which expires at 11:59 p.m. tonight, which is already passed. Microsoft has until July 18 to close its deal. Otherwise, it may need to renegotiate deal terms with Activision Blizzard, pay $3 billion to breakup fees if Activision wants to walk away, or simply let the deal decline naturally, extend if both parties are happy to. But there's a delay. Microsoft might not be able to close the deal immediately though. There's still the complicated matter of the deal being blocked in the UK. The Competition and Markets Authority in the UK, or the CMA, in the UK has blocked Microsoft's deal earlier this year, when this was in April, citing competition fears in the emerging cloud gaming market. Both the CMA and Microsoft have agreed to pause their legal battles to figure out how the transaction might be modified in order to address the CMA's cloud gaming concerns. The UK regulator also warned this week that Microsoft's proposal may lead to a new merger investigation, and that discussions with Microsoft were at an early stage. The CMA has also issued a notice of extension for its overall investigation into the deal earlier today, moving the date for the final undertakings or a final order from July 18 to August 29. The CMA's extension comes hours after Bloomberg reported that Microsoft is considered selling UK cloud gaming rights to a telecommunications, gaming, or internet company to allow the Activision deal to close in the UK. Okay, so now we are getting ready for the UK deal, and that is the CMA, after they close it here in the US. But, of course, the CMA one is the next big step into closing the deal altogether. Can Microsoft win again? That is the big question of the day. Can Microsoft win again in the UK this time and close the deal? And what would be a nearly $69 billion deal, by the way, to acquire Activision Blizzard. And it just so happens that some certain things have been happening on the Activision front of things, and that is actually interesting considering the timing of this court battle. That is because a few days ago, we have noticed that a lot of people have been going back to the old COD games, including COD 4 Modern Warfare, COD Modern Warfare 2, the original, and the fact that we got more people going back to the older CODs now that Activision somehow fixed the old Call of Duty games to make it more playable. So it's getting very interesting and very interesting timing that these games are being fixed, knowing that this deal could go through. And with that, that is today's article reading for this one. I will be covering the case in the UK. That's all for now. We will see you guys in our next article reading. I cannot wait to bring you more news. Enjoy.